In this ride, we will be returning to the MSF offices via Interstate 5. We experienced a lot of freeway riding and ended with suburban-type riding. Here are some questions to consider. How does a rider respond when riding on a grooved roadway surface? When riding behind a truck, how can a rider keep from running over an obstacle the truck might straddle? When passing a large truck, why should a rider use a lane position away from the truck? Okay, we're going to thread the needle here at this very busy gas station. Going to make a right turn out of here to get on the freeway. We're on quite a slope here, but it's open. I got to be real careful, stay upright here. Even though I got the bars turned, I tried to stay very upright so I wouldn't go into the lane and stay in my lane to make the turn here. So I see the regulatory sign here, left lane's left turn only, right lane's right turn only. There's the green light, I'm checking left anyway. Gonna go 5 north. Meter is on, but if there's a carpool meter here, I won't need to stop, but apparently that's not the case, so I'll just sit right here for now. And looks like a fast car in a carpool lane. I'm gonna wait for it to go by and then I'll go on over. Signal, blind spot check. And you might notice we've got the left lane, or left line here is yellow because that's a separation of traffic possibly moving the other way, even though that isn't going to be the case. It's saying keep right of that. Got the diamond that tells you it's a carpool lane. And you've got the thicker lines on the right side here with the black stripes on the side of the white stripes. We're on a lane now that's got grooved pavement. I don't feel anything at all related to the grooved pavement. Sometimes the front end will wiggle just slightly, but most of the time now it's not an issue. So I'm going to try just to blend with traffic coming up the carpool lane here. If I'm over here, I don't have to worry about lane changing so much. That's why I like it over here. I'm going to stay about 4 seconds back because I can see under that truck if he straddles something. I don't want to be run over a muffler or something I can't get around, so I want to maintain my distance where I have the time and space to swerve as need be. That's why it's good, like now I can see my lane ahead of that truck. It looks pretty clear, but can't see it as clear as I'd like to. So following somebody, you know, that's why you like to stay in their wheel track position usually. Like now I'm over in the left track wheel position. Good spot to be unless there's debris on the shoulder area. Keeps you away from people in the right lane. Or if I were to come over here, well, I've got that line there. I don't want to be there, that's breaking the pavement. So good spot to be here, left wheel track position, plenty of shoulder space. If I need an escape path, if I did see anything on the left side up here, I'd make sure there's nobody to my right. And there isn't right now, not right beside me. So I've moved about 3 seconds now. I think I'll back off here just a hair. Maintain the left wheel track position. Traffic behind is doing great. Look at that following distance of that van right there. That's got to be like a half-second following distance. Don't like that behind me, and that makes me want to steer clear of that in case the blue car wants to slow or stop. I don't want that van coming over in my lane. Here's an opportunity for them to get in a carpool lane if they're able to. Have 2 or more people. They don't, so we'll hold here. I do notice the truck in front of the one in front of me does have a lot of clutter in the back of it. I'm going to assume it's fairly well battened down, but that could come off, creating an obstacle on the surface. Another reason to stay in this left wheel track position. Wide open on the right side of me now. The next couple of miles I'll think about getting out of the carpool lane, starting to make my way over. I'm going to stay on the Interstate 5 north. So I've got 3 or 4 miles yet. It looks like open traffic, but I'm way open in the back, so I'm going to take advantage of this right now and move on over. So blind spot check, signal, move over 1 lane. Still not much. You only have to worry about somebody 2 lanes over making a lane change to the left. Same time I make one to the right, but I'm going to move over one now. I got big open zone on my right side, so signal, blind spot check, signal off. Going to move over to my right wheel track position since I've got an angle I can see people on the left and have plenty of space to see on the right. Still blending with traffic, looks good behind, moving good up front. I'm going to go over one more lane. Signal, blind spot check, signal off. Now I'm in the lane I want to be in to stay on I-5 North, and my exit is right after the split. Seems like I read somewhere there's 23 lanes of traffic in this interchange coming up where the I-5 and I-405 split. I see a truck wants to come over, rolling off big time now. Traffic's now coming up on the left. What he did, he missed his truck lane back there. He should have stayed there in that. So I'm going to make one around him. Signal, blind spot check, signal off. Move over the left side of the lane so there's no wind buffeting going on there, and then move back to the right side. You can see this special line on the right here separating 405 traffic from 5 traffic. I'm staying in the lane I want to be in to make my exit after we get up here about another mile or so. So left wheel track position's good, all's good all around. The only thing I have to worry about here is somebody that says, well, I want to go on the 5, and they come over this solid white line, and it happens every now and then here because it's unusual to have a lane split like this, and the lane is split, go to the right to come swing back around to the left to get on the different highway. So we got a shady spot here, but I'm just going to hold back, keep my space cushion left. We've got entering traffic up here, but I do see there's lane added. But almost immediately, or within a quarter mile or so, there's my turn. So we got a lane added. We got 2 lanes moving down to 1 on the right side. A lot of congestion can happen here, so I'm checking back and looking real clear right now. So I'm going to move over. I just have to be careful there if somebody's moving 2 lanes to 1. But nice space cushion here. Signals on to get onto Alton Parkway. I'm going to move to the middle of my lane. It's clear enough. Come over, stay in the middle, signal off. Traffic light ahead. I'm going to move to the left here because I want to make a left turn ahead. So signal's on now. And we'll wait for the light to change, which it did. I don't want to wait too long. Remember, there's about 3 seconds on those traffic sensors. If it doesn't sense anything, it's going to change. So I don't want to linger too far back. Making my lane change there. I did check to make sure side traffic was stopping. Traffic light ahead. I'm going to stay in this lane because about 2 miles ahead I'm going to make a left turn. And this is a good lane to be in, except for when people make that kind of change. But I'm going to stay to the right side here. I've got the space, my light's green, and checking for traffic anyway. Now I've got to slow for this stop. Red lights, so I might as well start slowing it down. Vision's blocked a bit with this SUV in front, but I know that car was behind in front of it. But I'm going to stay back here again, maybe a little more than a car length this time. Just got a big opening on the left here. If I had somebody bopping behind me real fast, I'd flash my brake light so that make sure they know I'm here, or at least give them a better chance to see it. Checking traffic left, right, no issues. Don't see anybody on side traffic here that's going to make that light trip, so I'll probably stay green. We had construction signs back there, a bit of a detour for Sand Canyon. So light changed, I'm making a left. That's pretty good timing for me, because that means I'll get a green light for too long. But pedestrians are going to probably be a 30-second light there, so I'll come up, make sure my signal's still on. Stay over the sensors. I'm going to split the difference here because traffic would back out from either side. So I get a get in a position they can have a chance to see me, and I can see them in time. Checking traffic left. Another split here, pedestrian. I'll signal right to get back in this parking lot on the right side here. Up. Oh, good deal. He looked. I was ready. Could have made a stop if I needed to. And we're back. Let's take a moment to answer the questions we posed at the beginning. How does a rider respond when riding on a grooved roadway surface? While a rider might feel a slight weaving sensation through the hand grips, it can help to relax the grip as the tire will normally track straight ahead. When riding behind a truck, how can a rider keep from running over an obstacle the truck might straddle? Use a 4-second following distance, since you can stop in that distance if not able to swerve around the obstacle, such as a muffler. When passing a large truck, why should a rider use a lane position away from the truck? There's usually turbulence around a truck, and it can be worse with crosswinds. You can minimize the wind's effect by keeping a reasonable distance from the truck.